Hello everybody, it's Animation 4 and I am here with a nifty little redstone way of doing custom tile drops. So, I'm going to run through this line of command blocks. It's going to set me into survival mode and give me a pick and a shovel. I'm going to take my shovel and just start digging away at this gravel, and you'll notice I'm not getting gravel, I'm getting cobblestone. And if you also notice, I'm getting it by the 4. So, not exactly what you would expect from digging gravel. And if I go in a little bit, I should be able to... There should be some gold in here somewhere. Right here. I know there's gold in here, I put it in here. There it is. I find some gold ore. So I'm going to take my pickaxe and start swinging at that. And it doesn't look like it's dropping anything right now. I'm just getting horribly unlucky. I am horribly unlucky. See, there we go. I got a gold nugget from that one. And it's all based on chance, and I just have the chance set really low right now. Let's go change that. So, how this whole thing works is really quite simple. The digging the gravel, by the way, it only works in not survival, not creative. It'll work in adventure if you have a can destroy on the shovel. So the gravel is this little setup right here. It's 5 command blocks. This one sets the above block to stone. This one sets the below block to redstone. So this thing is constantly ticking. And you could show, I'll do say 1. And it'll constantly say 1 20 times a second. Now the first one to get activated is the one to the west, which is this way. So this one gets activated first, and what it does is it executes anyone with a gravel score of at least 1, and it makes them play sound random.anvilland. I don't know why this is -1. To anyone close to them with just some default settings. So anyone near you when you dig gravel will hear that anvil sound. The next one to get activated is the one to the east, which is this one. This does is it executes anyone with a gravel score of at least 1, and it tells them to summon an item, one above their head, one above their feet, with an ID of cobblestone and a count of 4, pick up delay of 20, and a motion of 0, 0.2, and 0. So, if you look as I dig this, you'll see the cobble kind of tosses up a bit. It doesn't just appear there. That's what that motion is. And the last one would be, the next one would be south, but there's nothing there, so then it goes to north, and that just sets everyone's gravel score to 0. So the moment you mine gravel, it'll play the sound and tell you to summon an item. Now for the gold, it's a little bit more complicated, because the way people usually do randomness is with one of these, with a dispenser and a hopper, or maybe a dispenser with command blocks. But if you want it to work for a server or multiple people, or even just want it to work faster than this, because this only works once every 5 ticks, then the way I have it set up is like this. I have this clock running, which is not as fast as that one. It only does it every 10 ticks, and these 2 commands are the same. It adds 1 to your drop score. And this one is for the gold. It's like the same thing over there. First one plays a sound. The second one summons an item for anyone with an ore score of at least 1 and a drop score of 0. This one sets anyone with a drop score of at least 3 to a drop score of 0. And this one sets any ore scores to 0, and ore is, of course, mining gold. So, how this works is 10 times a second, it adds 1 to your drop score. And if that score hits 3, it instantly drops it down to 0. So the most you're going to get is 2. So if I set the display in the sidebar, you'll see it goes up to 2, because the instant it turns to 3, it drops back down. So that can be So at any given time, my drop score is either 0, 1, or 2. And only if it's 0 will I get the gold nugget, which is done the same way, just with a drop score of 0. So I can play around with this, set this to 2, and you notice it'll only go to 0 to 1. Or I can set this back to 3 and set this to 1. Now if my score is just not 2, I'll get it. So it should be a bit more common. See, I got it that time. Gravel. See, it's a little bit more common now. Should be about 2 out of 3 times. So just a fun little way to do custom tile drops. And of course you can put can mine on the tools, or you could do it in just an area. And really interesting way, it also includes the randomness. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching.